My name is Shauna Pope. I wear many hats here at Haack Diamonds. I help the owner sort diamonds. Sometimes I work on the sales floor, but most importantly, I do appraisals.
Shauna, can you tell us more about appraisal? What is an appraisal?
Well, I have an example here of an appraisal. It is actually a formal written evaluation of your piece of jewelry. It will give a detailed description of the item. As you can see, this one here for the example has the gram weight. It will also give you the detailed description of any diamonds or precious gemstones in that piece. It also has a current retail value of that item.
Shauna, why is it important to have a graduate gemologist on staff?
Well, a graduate gemologist has gone through rigorous training through the Gemological Institute of America. The Gemological Institute of America is the world's foremost authority on diamonds and gemstones, and they are the only institute that offers this highest level of education in the jewelry industry. It is an extremely high demand, jewelers looking for graduate gemologists. They are the most well-trained, most knowledgeable individuals in the industry, and they're also backed up by the GIA.
Shauna, can you tell us the difference between a laboratory report and an appraisal?
A laboratory report is something that you would typically get from a laboratory such as the Gemological Institute of America. There are several other laboratories that do reports. The report basically states the size, color, clarity of the diamond, sometimes also gives it a cut grade. They never assign a value to the diamond. That's what your appraisal is for. Your appraisal is going to give you the value or the retail value of the diamond. The laboratory report is good for identification purposes of your diamond. It basically backs up what the jewelry store is telling you. If the jewelry store is selling it to you as a certain size, color, or clarity, the laboratory report will verify that for you.
What is different about Haack Diamonds? In other words, why should people come to Haack Diamonds and shop?
Well, we're all extremely friendly people, but more importantly, Haack Diamonds has 3 graduate gemologists on staff, much like a major laboratory does. Because a lot of times, 2 gemologists might not agree on a grade of a diamond, which is normal. And a lot like a laboratory, they staff several gemologists to grade the diamond for them. And that's kind of what we do here. We have 3 different gemologists to converse with each other, use each other's brains once in a while. We also, more importantly, when we're valuing our appraisals, we're going to give you the current retail value. It's common practice for jewelers, even still today, to inflate the value on their appraisals. So for example, they would take the retail value and attach another 15 to 25% on top of that to put on the appraisal. That's what we call a feel-good appraisal. You purchased an item for a certain amount of money and your appraisal comes back at 25% higher than what you actually paid for it. Fortunately, that's kind of a practice that we don't like to do. We like to give you the actual retail value so you're not overpaying in your insurance premiums.
Great. Thanks, Shauna.
You're welcome.